Previously on Fight Night.
We do not negotiate with terrorists.
Somebody died. We're gonna go to jail.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Raymond has defeated Stevie Richards.
A VHS tape. Ryan!
Okay, gang, so welcome back once again to Fight Night. Juan, I'm here with Ryan. Ryan, you're here, right?
Yep, I'm here, Juan.
Okay, so, last episode, you saw this, man? Like, somebody knocked at the door. This guy looked really evil. He got me a VHS tape, and it had this match. It looks, Ryan, look who's in this.
Rex Hayes. So obviously, I mean, we're looking at this tape. It's on a VHS, first of all, and it just looks very old, this footage. And so we have to imagine Rex couldn't have possibly been born. He can't be that old, so this has to be Rex in the past.
But keep in mind, we did have that time portal. We sort of avoided talking about that for quite a while, but I mean, we got back, but they never did, right? And Evil Rex, none of those people we ever saw again. So could that have something to do with it?
Exactly. I mean, the only other people that went through the portal was, of course, Michael Cole, Jerry the King Lawler, Rex, and Sex, but something happened. The portal closed early, and we've just been assuming that Hans and Rex have been floating through time, and we finally have some evidence that seems to be the case, and it looks like Rex is in the past.
Yeah, but we're talking about Rex, but where's the Sex?
We don't know. I mean, Hans could be anywhere at this point, but we do know that this has to be early 20th century. I can't really tell quite, but I mean, the grainy black and white footage.
Is this like the first wrestling match or something? Because if it's the 1920s, if you look at the shirts and the crowd signs, these people are way ahead of their time, by decades.
They must be. And that referee looks pretty similar too. There must be a long line of referees.
Okay, so let's try to make out a little bit. If you notice, the wrestling style is a little bit different. Okay, he just got him with the bulldog there.
Some modern moves, can't be that old, but you know, black and white, grainy.
Although you gotta give Rex credit, despite whatever time he may be in, he's still wrestling. You know, that is what he loves, and that's what he's doing.
I mean, what else are you gonna do? I mean, you're stuck in a time, you don't know what to do. You might as well do what you know, make some money, and just try and survive.
And at the same time, does he really want to get to current times? We know what's happening here. We had Keith in the previous episode, and oh wait, Ryan, are we going to get? Is this technically a vintage natural ski boot or the first natural ski boot?
This could be the first ever natural ski boot. It might be kind of a paradox that way, but let's just say it is.
You know it. Okay, so is it over? Whoa!
The birth of the natural ski boot, doing a move for the first time that he's always done before.
Now this guy, look at that.
This is Billy Bob Hackenschmidt here. I don't know. I'd have to check Wikipedia, see what kind of career this guy had, if he's even still alive.
Man, just Jason Trentset would hate to be in a time like this, right? Just imagine a time with no hashtags, no social media.
It's a simpler time back then, Juan. But so we have this answer to where Rex is. But do you think there's any way we can get him back? I mean, I feel like we kind of need him back in Fight Night. A lot of crazy stuff going on.
Yeah, way too much. But we got to think. If there was a time portal at some point, could we sort of have that back? I mean, I'm no engineer, but it seems like it could happen, right?
Yeah, I mean, as far as we know, Evil Rex last season used the time portal to go into the future. We all went with him. When we finally got back from the portal on the other side, that portal that we initially went in our time was malfunctioned, and you know, obviously Evil Rex, being from the future, was probably the only guy who knew how to operate the damn thing. So I don't know. Maybe we can find a way, but as we know right now, that portal is broken.
And keep in mind, Keith is the person that really sent us through that portal, so maybe he has an idea of what to do. So I know that I sort of overreacted a little bit, so I do want to apologize last episode for being very unprofessional, but maybe he can... Oh, wait. No, Ryan, we got the natural ski boot. Could we be seeing... Oh, man. Sister Natural Gale!
The first ever Sister Natural Gale.
Cover! Well, regardless of whatever time Rex is at, he's doing pretty good in the ring.
Yeah, he hasn't missed a step. Even if he is flying through time.
Okay, so I guess we'll keep everybody posted on what's happening. Portals, just way too much happening, but now we're going to get a bear. Keith made this match during the Fatal 4-Way, right? Apparently he didn't get his money's worth with Pooh Bear, and he's taking on Dandee. Did he gain more weight?
Dandee?
He was already heavy enough last time.
You know, I thought there was hope. This was him getting his third chance, and oh my, he just looks even worse, man.
He looks like shit.
Just a downward spiral continuing. I mean, I didn't think it could get any worse, to be honest.
Now, he did have a pretty formidable opponent last episode he was in when he faced Mr. 80s Steve Shabinsky.
Still,
that fight went
I still
nowhere.
don't understand the 80s part, all right? What is so 80s about pink and white?
It's the tights. It's the tights, man. It's all about the tights. Okay, now here we go. Pooh Bear may be imitating Dandee's old... What?
What?
What's happening? Who is that?
What? Who? He just viciously assaulted Pooh Bear.
Is that Keith taking revenge on the Bears?
That was a pretty brutal attack. What is that?
Wait.
No way.
Is that Stryker, Ryan?
That is Solomon Stryker, but look at the difference. What, that tattoo? Those eyes? No way.
We haven't seen that guy for months. Not all the way till... Wasn't it the beginning of the season? Look at this comparison.
That was the beginning of season 2.
He took on Dynamite, and at some point it seemed like he was Dynamite was about to win the match. The tides turned Dynamite. We haven't seen the guy since. He's still out of action. He can barely walk, so please do yourself a favor. Send him your get well wishes at bytethatcast@gmail.com. The guy has had no visitors. Nobody loves him.
How could I be wrong about those lights going out? I swear that wouldn't play a part later on.
It's all making sense, Ryan. It's slowly we are figuring out whatever it is that's happening. This is simply just way too much. First, we have, at the end of season 1, Ultimate Banana Bread, the Inferno match, which leads to what's happening right now with Dandee. Then we have Alex Hayes. This whole time we've been wondering, why are the lights going out? Why are these people changing? Why are people getting badass tattoos during the middle of a match? It all makes sense now. At least to me, it kind of does, maybe.
So Stryker, Sabotage, this masked man, they're all together in on this. The same tattoo, those eyes.
Yeah, the eyes, man. You can't even see the pupils. Just, what is wrong? How can Keith even allow something like this to happen? But at the same time, Pooh was taking out.
Yeah, it just keeps happening, and maybe this tattoo, these eyes, that it's, we thought Sabotage might just be, the apprentice. It might just be of the masked man, like the masked man was some sort of mentor. But I'm starting to think it might be a little bit more than that.
No, he is definitely doing something to manipulate these people. Stryker was not somebody that would do something like that, especially at the beginning of the season. This man was brought in for Fight Night because he was, somebody that wanted to wrestle. We gave him a shot. The same thing with Sabotage. He was the first guy to ever beat Dandee. And now look at this connection. It's almost like they are playing around with Dandee and just everybody else.
Absolutely, and Stryker, he seems a lot more aggressive too, just like we saw with Sabotage when he started sporting that tattoo, and Dandee doesn't even seem to be standing a chance.
Oh, look at that! Did you see that kick to the back of the head? That can knock somebody out. And keep in mind that Dandee, he is arguably in way worse condition than he even was in the previous episode he was in, and that's saying something, Ryan, because he looked pretty bad.
Dandee looks terrible. This is essentially pigs to the slaughter. I don't think Dandee even stands a chance.
The Stryker almost mocking Dandee. Isn't it sad how somebody can just fall so low, Ryan? Just, oh my God, no! DDT or like Stryker deeds? I don't know what you call that move.
It's absolutely over.
I think we can call that move one thing, and that is effective. Just like that. No effort by Dandee. Stryker wins. Pooh Bear's taken out. Alex Hayes is gone. What can we even say?
Probably the most dominant performance I've seen in a Fight Night match. Stryker just putting away Dandee without even breaking a sweat, it seemed.
Dandee arguing with seemingly himself, just walking out once again. Why?
Looking strung out there, absolutely terrible.
Things are definitely taking a turn for the worse. Time by time here in Fight Night. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for hanging out with us and for bearing everything that is happening. We are going to get to the bottom of where Rex and Sex are right here on Fyte.
Who's gonna stop these guys?
I don't know, Ryan. Hopefully it's them.